Good morning, this is Becky Long, and I want to share with you projects that I've been working on for several weeks. I'm doing a swap with Veronica, which is Buzzing with Vee. Hey, sweetie. And we are to do a flip book, a shadow box, a 3D object of our choice, and a loaded hoop. So this is the collection that I used, and I think both of us are using this, but it's the Prima Dulce, D-U-L-C-E. I probably butchered it, so yeah, forgive me. I struggle with English, leave French out of it. But this is the hoop that I have made for her, and what I did is I painted my hoop with a light pink, and I came back. I added the foil paper with the carousel horse, and it says Paris, and that's the back with the tickets to get in to the carnival. I've also trimmed it with this lovely pink iridescent trim. Not sure where I got it, but I thought it went real pretty with this paper line. Down here I have made a shaker, and you can hear it, and added some pearls around the edge. I tried to sew, but my sewing is horrendous because I can't mash the foot pedal. So I try to do it one-handed, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So it just gives a little accent down here, but I've kind of camouflaged it with the pearls. I added the trim across here and sewed it onto this is acetate, and then I filled it with the sequins, which I got from Christine. And then I made a little cluster over here. I took the chipboard piece of cotton candy and put a little gold behind it because she likes pink and gold together, which I think it goes real well too. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, then I added a little cluster of flowers. This is a foam flower, and this is one from the collection, and this one too. I made a little seam binding bow, added some little greenery. This is pom-pom trim underneath, and let's see, I think I put this trim under too, but you can't see it now. But then anyway, I trimmed it with pearls, added a seam binding bow, and then everything that goes in it, I'm going to show you individually. Okay, first of all, these are some flowers, and no, I did not make these. I bought a kit, and in the kit were these flowers, so I added the centers, and I hope she likes them and can use them on projects. I'm not a flower maker. I struggle with it, and so this will go in her loaded hoop. The next thing I made her some bag toppers, and this is done with doily from the kit. I think I cut this doily out myself, but then I added, yes I did, I used a die that I got from AliExpress, I believe, and I cut the big one out, and then I cut a smaller one out, and both are cut with the paper. This is the plaid, and then the ice cream cups and cotton candy on it. I added a starburst. I love this die, but I just made my starburst, and then added the little ice cream cone that's got everything popping out of it. cut out some of the tickets out of the paper line and used the You Are Magical from the chipboard. Added some little pom-pom. Add some bling here, and all she has to do is pop it on a bag, which I am also including. And then the second one is, again, a topper. This time I used a doily, and I cut this out with that same die. Added a rosette, put a swan on it. I think of carnivals, I think of the swans on the merry-go-round. That's why I chose that. I tucked a little bunny behind it, and then I did the little banner with the word smile, and then I included a tassel from my stash, and I'm not sure where this one comes from. So those are going to be her bag toppers, and also she can use the one that I'm going to put these in. I did the same. I used a doily, cut out this doily in one of the papers, add another starburst, and a ticket flower, a little butterfly, pom-pom trim, and then she could add a sentiment or anything over here as she would like. So that's going to go in her loaded pocket. Then these are some rosettes, and then the rosettes were in the kit that I purchased. I added some tulle and then cut out these small little, no, they came in the kit. These small little doilies, and then I made my cluster on top with some flowers, ice cream, and a little heart. This one, I used the little, I just love him. The little fairy that's got a tray of cookies. Added, the colors from him are in, then with the tails and the little pink. This one, I cut a button. This is a button. Added two little flowers and then this one is the cotton candy, and this is also a button that I had in my stash, and I'm hoping I can find it again. And then I just added a little bow, a little cluster here with the resin flowers, and I added some tulle around it. This is this one I put tulle, this one put eyelash trim, this one I did a little tulle up here, and this one I didn't put any on it. So, and that's going to go in this package that will go inside. I'm just setting them on top of it. And then in the kit also were some, where we can make the paper. What are these things called? My brain is dead. Y'all are screaming, telling me what these are, right? Tassels. Sorry. But I rolled them up the way it's supposed to be. I didn't fringe them out because, I didn't want to make them too big that they wouldn't go in the package. And I added a little bling. Let's say I added, these caps come from AliExpress, and then I put them on jump ring and added a lobster clamp closure, and then I added some little dangles that I got at Hobby Lobby. This one has, matches. This one, I try to match them up as close as I could. So I hope she likes those. And this is the packaging for it. And I told you, Diane, I was going to use it, didn't I? This is a banner award banner that was on one of the packages from, I believe this is that Diane, Crafting with Fury, sent me. in a swap, so I popped it off, and she's got her diamond dust on it. And then I just added some gold trim, and that's going to hold her tassels. Then the last thing that'll go in the memory decks, if I can, memory decks hoop, if I can get it in there, is I made her memory decks, and this is inspired by Shower Crane. Is that how you say her name? Anyway, she wanted us to make it's a star. I wasn't sure how to do it, and I can't do all that file stuff that she was talking about, so I just made mine. And before I glued all the pieces down, I added my base, which I wish I had made a little bit smaller, but I didn't. But it's a shaker. You can hear it. So then I added a ticket. What is this? It's not a ticket. Oh my goodness. A label. Anyway, I can't think of what to call this. Tag. Y'all, I'm horrible today. But I put the tag underneath and added the one that popped up, one of the roses from the ephemera. And then this is one of the roses clusters with the little puffy stickers. I added the word cotton, the little tag that says cotton candy, and this is my way of making cotton candy, and I hope it's okay, but first time I ever made any. And then I added one of the tulle flowers that was in my kit, and added a little pink bow, and like I said, it's a shaker. So this will be her hoop, and I'm going to move everything to the side here. And next thing will be, this will be her, what I have made here is her flip book. And so the first thing I did is I laid my pink cardstock out and got it all here, and then I'll come back and add a designer paper to it, which is, I use this to me is like a burst of color. I added it, made a shaker. Let's see if I can get it shake. For some reason it don't want to shake, but it's a shaker. I added a little cluster of flowers here, some little of the pink leaves from Hobby Lobby. Added a chipboard with a cupcake on it, a little resin heart from my stash, and I cut this doily with a die, and to be able to hide my magnets. But then I added some of the little heart trim, and then I put her name, Veronica, and then it opens, and you can see, you can hear it. I got magnets under it. So it opens, and then this panel, I have made pockets. Let me take it out and show you. I had made some little pockets to hold some gifts of washi. Just slides back down in there. I punched this out with my Martha Stewart, and then I just add some washi tape. And then this is some bling for her, and I love that little tiny bling. Then this will open, and I thought maybe she could add a picture. She wanted to. I don't know how she's going to use her flip book, but anyway, I cut it and just added the doily, and then I cut out some words here. And the smaller, this are with the larger words, and these are the smaller. And then it shuts back, but then behind here is a pocket that I've included a goodie. So then it shuts back, and then The next page are some doilies, and I made a pocket and then added a little bag of doilies for her. Then this one is some tags that she can use, and then this is a card, so I made her a card that she could use. Isn't that pretty? Simple but pretty. And you know, it's supposed to open, and I didn't put anything on the inside, but so that goes. I wanted to have it where she could use it if she wanted to, you know, send a card. So then you come back, and I made a big shaker here. This one shakes, but I just thought that was a good way to make a shaker. So this flips back down, back, and then closes. So I hope she likes that. And I added some trim down the side. So that's my flip book. And then this is my, I'm going to set this to the side. Okay, this is my shadow box, and I had got this box from Oriental Trader, and it was kind of big, so I had my daughter's boyfriend cut it down for me, so I love this size. So what I did is, first of all, I covered the roof with, altered the two shades of the pink and the green color, and so that's the roof. I just added some flat back pearls here. I added a little dangle that is it's a bottle cap with a little fairy inside. Then inside this, I made a little cluster of flowers. Where the flowers were on the paper, I made a cluster of flowers. And so I used Wild Orchid Craft. And then here I added the ice cream cone, little puffy sticker. I love this puffy stickers. Then this is a little cluster of flowers at the bottom, and then these are the puffy stickers again. And our little bear, I've got her glued in. And then I made this cluster with the bingo card, 3.5 card, cotton candy, admission, a little fairy, and then I added some the the flowers from the collection. Added one up here and added a tag behind it with the little horse shining out. And so I trimmed the edges with the flat back pearls. Inside I used the paper. I didn't use paper on the sides. I just painted it pink, and then I used the designer paper at the bottom, the plaid, and then this is the back. And then I did cover the, no, I didn't. I got to cover the bottom. So that's her shadow box. All right, her 3-dimensional. This is what I came up with. I have to set that to the side too. I'm going to show them all to you back in just a few minutes. Okay, this is what I made her. It's a carousel. And what I did is I just, this is a file for my silhouette. I cut these out in the pink base, and then I came back and added some glitter paper in the center and alternated it teal and pink. I printed these off. I copied and printed them, and then fussy cut them out and added them to the poles like a carousel. And then I took ribbon these are popsicle, not popsicle, what are they? Popsicle? Anyway, they're sticks that I got at Hobby Lobby in the cake section. And added the little ponies and did them all the way across. And inside I did a little cluster of flowers. And then the top, I see a glue string. Let me get it while I can see it. Okay, the top, I did I did the base, came back with designer paper, some glitter, and then this is just the base again. Added a little gold dome, and this is one of the, I added a little rondelle to hold it, but this is a ball from the beads that were on clearance at Hobby Lobby. So this, and then around the edge, I added some trim. So I just want you to see this. You can see it. I had made her a Ferris wheel, so I thought this would be cute to go with it. I've got to go back and do some touching up. And then the last thing, okay, that's the last thing I made for her, but I've made up some goodies for her that I got them packaged up to the behind me, but I just want you to be able to see. Some of the goodies that she will, I got to fix him back on. He fell off. So I'm hoping you can see everything, and the loaded envelope is over to the side. So it's a whole lot, and I was thrilled to do this, and I hope she likes it. And y'all have a great day. Bye bye.